She's put all this time into it. She kind of made some explanations to me on the phone, and quite honestly, they actually do make a lot of sense. I mean, yeah, there's a couple different options that we could do. If we were to join the consortium with another municipality, we'll then be the fourth municipality to join that. I'm not exactly sure that is going to be the city's best interest to do versus if we were to be a standalone, which seemed to be a success. And we even received a commendation last year based upon our involvement with what we did with the municipal alliance. Estell Manor did get a commendation for that. So we can continue to do that. And then we are solely in control of what we are doing for the kids, for the community versus if there is in fact any extra added room for us to have our program that we want to do. I'm not so sure that that's really the greatest idea.
All right, well.
But they're cutting the funding by 60%. Ms. Blumenthal has some great ideas around how we manage the new world.
Fine, so what we'll do is
I think
next
it's a
week,
good idea to have her in and let her tell us all at the same time.
that's what we'll do. Next week, let's have an extra meeting. So with that being said, what's council's pleasure? What would work best for us to have another meeting next week?
Tuesday.
Next Tuesday? What's that be?
Brothers and sisters, how about Tuesday?
What's Tuesday? What's the date?
I don't have my.
Probably doesn't matter to me one way or another. Tuesday probably sounds like a winner. Let me look at my calendar here for a moment.
Just so council is aware, next Wednesday is a holiday, it's Veterans Day.
Randy, will you be available for Tuesday?
11 at 11.
I can be available Tuesday.
Okay, so Tuesday is November the 10th, not the 11th.
Tuesday is the 10th.
Okay.
Wednesday is the 11th. You gonna be at the school on the 11th, Mike?
Did they send out a notification on that? I didn't see anything yet. No, I would like to go to that. Yeah. When is it? And what time?
11 at 11.
Did you receive notification of it?
No, but that's when it is. It's 11 at 11.
I'll contact the school tomorrow. I'll make sure they find out all the specifics on what they're doing.
I need to know what time and the date. Are we for sure for next Tuesday, November the 10th? And can we maybe start it at 6:30?
6 o'clock is fine with me.
Fine with me.
Really? Can't we make it a little later than that, guys?
Wait a minute.
I'm working outside, and every minute is precious to me at this point.
It's dark now, after 5.
It will get dark at 5:30, yeah, and by the time I get home, get changed, and run over here, it's like,
6:30 then.
Okay.
I'd like to do 7.
Well, come on now. We all got things to do.
6:30.
6:30.
6:30.
You'll send an email to all of us just to be sure that we are.
I'll send an email, but I gotta get an ad. I gotta notify the newspaper, so, I'll do that probably tonight or tomorrow.
Okay.
And what do I just say that we're gonna have a special meeting to discuss, we're just gonna have a special meeting of city council. And we can discuss whatever,
I think that we could do that.
if that's okay, Mr. Lafferty, or,
Well, I think you need to put the subject matter since it's a special meeting.
We're gonna be discussing, recreational issues. I think that would fall under this, municipal alliance. So we're gonna have that on the agenda to discuss, the possible hiring or seeking of another employee for the, clerk's job. We have, an issue of a public safety matter, discussing public safety issues. And that is gonna be for the purchase of a truck.
and I always say action may be taken. So that way, if you wanna vote on something, you can do so.
Although, Mr. Lafferty, it's always been my understanding, some of these classes that I've gone to with the, League of Municipalities over the years, when you have a special meeting, if you identify the reason why, you could always, you put the advertisement as, and any other city business that may come up. we've already put the notice in the paper that we're gonna be meeting, so it's not like we're pulling a surprise. If we have something that does come up, we can take action on it. But we are advertising that we're gonna have a special meeting,
And with that,
right?
We're 3 hours and 10 minutes now.
We've covered quite a bit of tracks here tonight, guys. And we didn't get into an argument yet.
How about the meeting open for the public?
Mrs. Owen,
Can we add something for Public Works on that meeting then?
Sure. What are you thinking?
Tires. We have to talk about tires.
Tires?
Yes.
that's good.
I just put DPW items.
Thank
All right.
you.
There's nothing further on this agenda, so I'm gonna make a motion to open the meeting to the public. Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Anyone from the public still with us?
this is Catherine and Mr. Pogue.
Okay.
I guess I'll go first.
Ladies always first.
Municipal Alliance, when we had the senior luncheons, I went to the meetings. I wasn't on that committee, but I went to the meeting. And the two representatives from the school are absolutely amazing. And I hope that they've been included in this discussion of the Municipal Alliance because you know, they're the ones that used the money and they're the ones that did absolutely miraculous things with the program. And the other thing is,
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
the other thing I wanted to mention is that there's no road cleanup this year, which I certainly understand. But I think that there was some discussion last month about getting doing it individually by organization. But I think it would be helpful to get that information to the people that are counting on the money this year, that to let them know there's an alternative. And I think it's a little more complicated than just the discussion last month. So something to look into, I think.
By the way, I think, not that I think, I know that for a fact that you are exactly correct. It's imperative. The school has to be a part of this alliance, otherwise it's not gonna be as successful as what it should be. So I agree with you, Mrs. Castlegrande.
Thank
If
you.
there's any involvement or any help that you would like to participate with, I certainly would welcome.
Well, it's Sarah Sharp and Jill Kupel at the school, and Mrs. Blumenthal. I hope we'll be in touch with them and include them in the information.
Absolutely. I would like to see them continue to stay on. They were all good assets for what they did the last time around, and they should continue. Do you have anything else, Judy, that you want to talk about? No.
That's it. Thanks.
And
Anyone else?
Mr. Pogue wanted to speak.
Go ahead.
Yep. Well, I guess you answered one question. You're going to talk next week about what you're doing with Clark. As far as Ms. Blumenthal, is the $3,000 that was paid this month been the only payment? But there was an earlier one, right?
There was another one too, and I think it was close to about the same amount of money.
Okay. So I guess part of the question then becomes, has there been some sort of long-term plan articulated? Because it seemed as though originally she was there to figure out, well, I could say rationalizing not having a full-time clerk anymore, but now that you moved on from that, the question becomes, what is she going to wind up doing, and whether you wind up not really saving potentially in the long run. Not expecting an answer to that really, but that's okay. The other question though is, at this point, who is the GIF commissioner?
We don't have any because it was Mr. Mallet, so.
Okay, that's what I.
He never resolved that. Therese Smith Seelman is the alternate, so she's been going to the meetings. They've been by Zoom also.
Okay. Oh, but it is Teresa's the deputy now. Okay. All right.
Yeah, she always was.
Okay. And then, so for clean communities, while we're not having an organized day, we are opening it to groups to then make arrangements. Councilwoman Owen, am I understanding that correctly?
Should I give me a little check so I can start signing? I haven't printed them yet.
Betsy, was that or does someone else have an answer on that?
I don't think any decision was made on that.
Oh, okay, because, well, when I was hearing Judy, it made it sound like something had gotten done. I didn't think there had been a decision either, but.
Yeah, I think that the idea was just to hold it off until next year.
Yeah, last month we resolved to hold off until after the first of the year, and in the time since, despite, kind of been poked a couple times by residents who would like to see it happen, informed that a person claims to have contracted COVID while on a clean communities, project.
In a municipality hopping two over, yeah, okay. Yeah,
Is that
okay.
right? You know about that?
I think, well, without knowing individuals or anything like that, I think that's been mentioned in the paper as far as the municipality where our county seat is, but that's,
Thank you. That's all.
yeah,
That's all.
okay. And I'm not pushing for it, I just wanted to get clarification because I was potentially misunderstanding what was being said earlier. All right.
We punt after the first of the year.
Do you have
Yeah,
anything else, Mr. President?
I don't think so at this time. Thank you.
Is there anyone else in the public? Anyone else in the public, Randy?
Ms. Cash has a supplemental comment. Yeah, I was saying, the mayor was talking about the ACUA had a program
where organizations could do it independently of the city. And I'm saying that could be offered to them as an alternative if they want to do it on their own. So maybe putting something on the website or something to just clarify that they can still get the grant money, but it wouldn't be the same way they did before. That was my point. Sorry I wasn't clear.
Mrs. Castran, if I can say, I did talk to Rick Dobie, who was president of the ACUA, and he did in fact tell me he was gonna have somebody contact me, but nobody contacted me yet, so I need to call him again and say that no one's contacted me, so I need to find out what's going on.
Thank you.
Motion to close the public portion,
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion to adjourn,
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.